Alright, so it's about 8:30 in the morning. I just got woken up to like a gang of doctors coming in and just kind of mobbing me straight away and kind of filling me in on everything that's been going on so far. Sounds like I'm going to start chemotherapy today. They have to install a PICC line at some point today because apparently they need my port, or actually I don't think they can do chemotherapy through the PICC line. I think it has to go through the port, so they're going to put in basically a second access for everything else. Sorry, my nurse walked in, and I don't know why I feel weird making these when there's somebody in the room. I can't really explain it. I just do. But anyway, so a bunch of doctors came in, kind of give me a rundown on everything. At first, it kind of worried me because it was super, super awkward. First of all, the last time I was down here and a bunch of doctors came in all at once, they told me that I was HIV positive. So that kind of worried me a little bit. Not that I was worried about that, but because I've already got it. But it's like, oh fuck, what's wrong with me now, kind of thing, you know, one of those things. So like I was kind of still in the process of waking up, and they were all just kind of looking at me. It was weird, and like nobody was talking. I couldn't tell if they were waiting for me to talk, but I was waiting for them to talk. So it was just really awkward for a minute and just felt really weird. But he had me go over what I believe. Basically, he told me is like, what's the process of everything to your understanding so far, and I explained it to him. And he told me that apparently my kidneys aren't working very well. They're going to try to flush my kidneys out and try to get those working, but apparently my kidneys suck right now. So just add that onto the list of things. But that's kind of all I've got right now. I just woke up, talked to them, talked to a nurse, and yeah, today there's oh yeah, I remember what I was saying. So they're going to install a PICC line because apparently they need to feed me different things through an IV while they're doing chemo as well. And this chemo is going to suck. The last time I had to do chemo, it was once every 3 months. No, I'm sorry, once every 3 weeks, and I did it 6 times. This time I'm going to be doing it constantly for 7 days, and it's going to be a nightmare. Because if anybody who knows me or who was around me when I was doing chemo the last time around, even it being spread out every 3 weeks was terrible. So this is going to be just an absolute shit show, I think. So kind of see how it goes. I'm going to try to get footage of as much stuff as I can as it happens. For right now, I'm just kind of in the room watching my PlayStation. I got a bunch of games on there. I have no desire to play any of them, but I have an app on there called Plex, where I have all the games on a all the movies that I have stored on a hard drive at home that I have access to on here. So I literally have like every movie that I'd ever want to watch right here in front of me now. So it's going to make this hospital stay a lot more tolerable. And I think I'm going to have some friends come over today, which would be nice. So hopefully I'll have some more things to include on here so we won't have a boring episode. And hopefully it won't end up being like a 40-minute episode like the last one was. But I'm going to be posting that later on today so people can watch, and we'll just kind of go from there and take things as they come. There's something else I noticed, because apparently this hospital's received some massive upgrades. This bed has a fucking USB port. I think it's like underneath there. Yeah, there's a fucking USB port in this bed. Ridiculous. I mean, it's awesome, but it's so ridiculous. Alright, so super quick update, real quick. Not really much to fill anybody in on. I just had a cardiologist come in, do a ultrasound on my heart, make sure everything's good there. Hopefully it is. The guy who is supposed to be coming in and doing my PICC line came in and talked to me. I asked him if I could record it. He said, no, I can't. So I was going to try to get footage of them putting my PICC line in. Basically, that's just kind of like a really long IV. It goes in through my arm, and I guess it's going to run all the way into my chest. So that'll be fun. It sounds awful. I don't want to have it done. But I guess they give you something to like numb the area or something. Doesn't sound like it's going to be as... It doesn't...
he said it's not gonna feel as bad as it sounds like it's going to. So I hope that's gonna be easy. So I'll have once it's in, I'll show everybody. I'll show it off and everything. But it's gonna be awful. So I'll let everybody know when that's done. All right, so PICC line is officially in. It right there, basically an IV that goes all the way into my chest from my arm. Wasn't too bad, but getting it put in was a lot less painful and nerve-wracking than I thought it would be. But now we get to do the hard stuff. So now we get to move on to chemo. Not looking forward to it at all. That's going to be where the video is going to start getting really interesting. So hopefully I don't have any weird effects from that or anything like that, but we'll see. Not looking forward to it at all. It's gonna suck, and I'm probably gonna be unconscious a lot. So I'll try to record as I can. Okay.
Gonna pull some hair.
You're fine.
Right.
Ow!
I know. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I could see it coming.
It's all right. It's not a big deal.
Well,
That one sucks a little more. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. Oh, that actually hurt really bad.
Yep.
It's all that nipple hair. Okay, I dropped my phone. This never really hurts coming out, but sure does suck going in.
It's a different kind. Okay.
I can hold it.
Okay. Do you want a Band-Aid on it?
Let me see how it's bleeding. If it's bleeding at all.
Looks okay?
Yeah, it looks fine. I don't see any. I don't think a bandage is necessary. Hi. Yeah, please don't pull any more off. What's up?
It's Dr. Gupta on the team.
Okay.
Good to talk to you again.
Sure.
All right, very nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'm one of Dr. Ermel's partners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Nice to meet you.
I will, and nice to meet you. I will. It's okay if we try to.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
And I'll give him a heads up that you're in the hospital. What's happening? He may not even know.
Yeah,
what's
you might
happening
not.
this month, right?
Yeah.
So I'll send him a quick note if I don't see him personally.
Okay.
All right. Seems like you're considering everything.
Mhm.
Seems like you're doing okay for right now.
Yeah.
Are you hurting anywhere?
Mm-mm.
No.
I mean, nothing outside of like what has been done to me so far.
Sure.
So.
And or headaches, changes with your vision,
Mm-hmm.
diarrhea.
No.
How's your appetite?
It's there. So
Okay.
it's not bad. It's not great, but yeah,
Sure.
it's there.
Sorry that you've had now so many big problems,
Mm-hmm.
but things are going okay so far with the induction chemotherapy. That
So
just got started yesterday.
I haven't done
Oh,
chemo
it
yet.
hasn't started yet. My
Yeah.
mistake. Okay. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it got ramped up last night or.
No, I think it's supposed to start like probably today or tomorrow from the sound of it. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. And was the lymphoma considered cured?
I was in remission from
In
lymphoma.
remission.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that was treated last year? Is that correct?
2018.
It is 2020.
Yeah, I get thrown off by it really bad too.
Fair enough.
I keep
So-
saying last year also.
Okay, good. Any troubles with the Biktarvy medicine? Have
Mm-mm.
you had any issues with that?
No, none.
Good, yeah. You know, most patients who are on it say, not a big deal.
Mhm.
You know, 1 pill a day, and it's relatively small or
Yeah.
smaller than what we used to.
Sometimes I don't even need a drink with it, so it goes down easy.
Great.
Yeah.
So, one of the questions the hematology doctors here had for us is it safe to use Biktarvy with the chemotherapy?
Sure.
And we said yes.
Okay,
So
good.
that's actually one of the big reasons so many people, or we're transitioning patients to the Biktarvy, is that it has fewer drug interactions with the medicines than other treatments that we've used in the past. So it makes it a little easier for, not anticipating this particular circumstance, but when it does happen, it makes it easier to just keep going.
Sure.
So
Okay.
you can continue with that while you're here.
Okay. They did tell me to hold off on the Bactrim, which is what I take for the pneumonia,
Right.
just
And
until
that-
all this stuff is figured out.
And that, they asked us, is that okay? And we said, yes. I don't think you're gonna have a relapse of that pneumocystis.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
If it's only a week or two of holding off on the Bactrim medicine.
Right.
There is an alternative medicine that we could use, though. So,
Okay.
I'd like to get at least the chemotherapy started, so
Sure.
in case it does cause nausea, and
Mhm.
a few days of holding off of your pills are just fine. Even the Biktarvy, a few days would be okay. I'm not terribly
Right.
worried. So just talking with these folks, so the intracellular half-lives of these drugs are quite long, so it's definitely more forgiving than the older generation antiretrovirals. Not that we would ever say, oh, you can totally miss a few days here.
Right.
But if that were to happen,
If certain situations were to
certain
arise.
situations, not a problem. I'm not worried that resistance is going to develop by holding it for a few days and then restarting later, as I would have, if this was 10, 15 years ago. So, so our advances in therapy, I say I didn't make it, but it's great to use and have these newer generation treatments because they are more forgiving in terms of if you have to miss a day or two here and there for a variety of reasons, it's just fine.
Okay.
So the alternative to the Bactrim would be something called a tovaclone. It's a liquid antibiotic that you would take twice a day.
Okay.
It's terrible tasting.
I'm sure.
Because we don't make things easy. You get one easy medicine, that's the Biktarvy.
Right.
But it would be effective. So if for any reason there's thought that there's a delay in restarting your Bactrim, we could always use that medicine instead.
Okay.
And we'll definitely let them know that that would be an alternative.
Okay.
All right. I'll let Dr. Ermel know you're here and what's going on.
Okay.
And I'm here for the next couple weeks. So meaning if you would need to see us again, if you had questions, your doctors here had questions, then we'd be happy to revisit. But I think we're just trying to optimize things before the chemotherapy starts.
Sure. And that's
And we'll catch
completely
you later.
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Right. I do have a question about Biktarvy. I took mine today. I've got 3 left. How difficult would it be to get a refill of that while I'm in here?
Oh, so when you're ready to leave? Because the hospital will provide the Biktarvy for you.
Oh,
while you're
okay,
here.
okay.
Right. So if you were thinking, oh, I need to get a refill for when I go home, well, if you have 3 doses left, that might give you a few
That'll give me
days.
a little bit of time for them to order, because
Correct.
my pharmacy at home, they always have to order it,
Yes.
because I'm probably the only person that needs it in the whole county, probably.
Where's home?
I live in LaPorte, up north.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So it's not unusual because they have a special order of these because it's so infrequently used. All the pharmacies here in Indianapolis, of course.
I'm sure
a
here
lot
it's
more
probably
people
stocked
than Indiana.
regularly, yeah.
So it wouldn't be an issue.
Mhm.
So no, the hospital provide this. They have a whole store of it downstairs.
Oh,
and they
good,
just
good.
Bring it up.
Okay.
Once it's ordered.
Sure.
Yeah, great question. All right. Anything else we can help you with right now?
Mm-mm. No,
Okay.
I'm just kind of waiting everything out, seeing how it plays out, same as everybody else. So.
Well, fingers crossed for it.
Right. Thank you.
Everything will go well. But starting that liquid antibiotic, if it's going to be more than a couple weeks, for whatever reason, I think we're going to have to get that going. So,
Okay.
hopefully we can just go after it. I think the concern was the Bactrim.
Mm.
It can occasionally cause lower blood cell counts, and we're going to wipe out all your blood counts right now.
Right.
And then we want them to come back, but the good kind, the normal
Right,
kind.
exactly.
And then having that issue, we don't want anything to prevent that from happening.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss things with your leukemia doctors here and just go over that. plan.
Okay. Yeah, my understanding is we're basically just doing like a tear down and then rebuilding it all back up. So.
That's exactly what's happening.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough. It was very nice to meet you.
Yeah, you
Good
too.
talk.
Thank you very much.
And I do want to look at your hands.
Oh yeah, sure.
What's
So
this?
I noticed a few months ago. I couldn't tell you exact time frame. They just started getting really dry and cracked, and they bleed if I like pick at it. But yeah, I don't know what caused it. It's not on any of my other fingers. It's just on my thumbs. It started on this one,
Mhm.
which is why it's not as bad on the other.
Okay.
But that's
And
something that like
is
a
that
lot of people
something
ask me
Dr.
about.
Ermel knows about?
Mhm. Yes, he did. He did notice that on Friday. He said he was going to give me a prescription for that. I just never got a chance to pick it up.
Did you just see him this past Friday?
This past Friday, yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Done.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just check his note to see what he thought it was? Because I have
I
a
didn't
guess,
see comment about that.
and I wanted to see what his thoughts were.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a month-long vaccination he gave him hepatitis A, hepatitis B,
Okay.
which is going to get another dose. Yeah, there was no mention of that.
Wow, so if he just saw you this past Friday and all this developed, you're finding the leukemia since then?
No. So that developed on. I was diagnosed with the leukemia on the Wednesday before, so it's been almost a full week. I went in on the 1st for abdominal pain. They did bone marrow biopsy, took blood and everything. They saw my white cell count was at 100,000. So they said that it was an indicator that it may be cancer. So they kept me in the hospital for a while. They eventually discharged me with a blood clot in my spleen. We're just waiting on the biopsy results, and then I finally got them which would have been the 8th. So almost a week ago tomorrow, basically. And then originally I was actually supposed to come down Thursday of this week, but then Dr. Sayer called and said, let's get you in on Monday because we might have to move a little faster on this.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're at with it now.
Okay. So Dr. Arnold knows about leukemia then?
Yes, I
Okay.
did mention that to him.
But he may not know that you're starting earlier than expected.
Correct. He might not even know I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, let me,
Okay.
do you chew on your fingernails by chance?
Not really.
Nervous habit?
Like as far as like biting my fingernails, no. I always use nail clippers.
Okay, let me just look at
Yeah, if you want to look at them.
So I don't know myself.
Mhm.
You know what this is? It's,
A lot of
it's
people
unusual
haven't
that
really,
it's
yeah.
only there, not on the other fingers.
I thought so
That's
too.
why I'm wondering if it's just...
You ordered one full of flukes on it.
Okay, so he thought that it might be a fungal infection around the nail bed.
Okay.
Okay, and so he ordered that. Did he pick up an antifungal antibiotic from him by chance?
I haven't got a chance to pick up what he prescribed. No.
You could just give that here, prior to chemotherapy. So,
Yeah.
So was it just 150 milligrams?
It was just 150, 250 as one.
Why don't we do that?
Okay.
So we'll add that in. We could even write for it ourselves before you start the chemotherapy. There's no interaction with the chemo, but we'll
Okay.
share the doctors now.
Sure.
So he was wondering if there's a little bit of a skin fungal infection, sort of like toenail fungus, but not toenail.
Right.
Right in here, that maybe started up.
Okay.
So we definitely want to get that taken care of.
I definitely like to get it cleared up if possible. It's
before we
very,
get rid of your immune system.
or just in general, I'd like to get it cleared up. So
Let's
it's
see
not.
if we could just add that in.
Okay. Yes, it hasn't been very convenient, but
Fair enough.
thank you very much.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can't remember the name of the thing they gave me, but it's seriously making me have to get up and pee like every 20 minutes because apparently my kidneys suck right now. So they're basically giving me something to try to flush out my kidneys. I'm being pumped with fluids constantly, so I have to pee constantly because of it. So because of that, 20 minutes, every 20 minutes I have to get up and pee. And it's really, really irritating. So the next time I have to do it, it's going to be gross, but I'm going to show you how much I pee when I have to do it, because it's a lot. So still no chemo. It's about like 9. Yeah, just a little bit after 9 o'clock tonight. They haven't started me on chemo yet, which means that they're definitely going to start me on it tomorrow. Not exactly sure what time, but I'm going to try to get some footage of that whole process. And then the fun stuff is going to start. So hopefully it doesn't affect me the way that I think it's going to. The last time I had chemo, I had to do it every 3 weeks. I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I had to do it every 3 weeks, and I did it 6 times, and I felt like, there were times where I felt like I had the flu for about a week straight, and it put me out really, really bad, and that was spaced out. This is going to be a lot more intense, and this is going to be a lot more frequent, and I'm probably going to feel the side effects of it a lot more aggressively than what I did on the last one. I'm really not looking forward to it. So probably for the next week or longer, there's a really good chance I'm just going to be completely miserable. So everybody will get to see it. But for now, I'm going to try to edit all this stuff together, get this episode up in the morning as far as the recap for today goes. And then I'll just kind of hang tight and wait for the really fun and the really entertaining stuff to start. Today was a boring day as far as this YouTube channel goes, but I have a feeling it's going to start picking up. I mean, for you guys, not for me. I'm going to be in hell. But I don't think anybody out there enjoys watching me suffer. Maybe some people do. If you do, there you go. You're welcome. But at the very least, you can kind of get an idea of what going through cancer treatment is like, which is the whole point of this YouTube channel anyway. So I'll see everybody in the morning. Thanks.